All right, hello everyone. Thanks for joining us for today's webinar, a preview of DevOps World, Jenkins World. There's a few things to let you know up front. One, we are recording this, so if you need to leave early or perhaps you have a colleague who's unable to join, you will be able to view this later. You're also able to ask questions. We're going to have plenty of time for questions at the end, so as soon as you think of one, even if you think maybe we'll get to it during the presentation, please ask it right away. It's always good to know what it is that everyone wants to know about. And on that note, at the very end, when I close this out, a very short survey will pop up asking what you thought and what you'd like to learn more about in the future. I don't want to take up too much more time. We have a good amount of information to get through. So what I'd like to do is first say that our CEO, Sacha Labourey, was hoping to be here today, but he's not able. So we just have a quick video with some messages from him we're going to show you, and then we're going to let you know all about DevOps World. So here we go.
Hello everybody. If like me you're in a region of the world that's being hit by this heat wave, then you probably want some fresh air. I have some great news for you. From August 12th to 15 in San Francisco, you get to attend DevOps World, Jenkins World. And this year we have graduated to Moscone West. Yep, the great Moscone. So this event is just going to be even bigger than anything we've seen to date. We have more than 60 industry sponsors. That's really the who is who of DevOps. The showcase sponsor is going to be Google, and you'll be able to hear from the industry thought leader and practitioner. So we're going to get a keynote from the Continuous Delivery Foundation, talking about Jenkins, talking about Jenkins X, but also talking about Spinnaker and Tecton. CloudBees will also have a keynote, Google, HSBC, and we're going to get a great keynote from James Governor. That's not it. You can not only attend those talks and keynotes, but you can get trained as well. We're going to have training on DevOps leadership from Jenkins to Jenkins X to Spinnaker to Kubernetes to Feature Flag. So don't wait and register for DevOps World, Jenkins World, August 12th to 15 in San Francisco. See you there. Bye-bye.
All right, so with that, let's go ahead and jump into the good stuff. For those of you who haven't attended before, DevOps World, Jenkins World is an awesome event bringing together all the good things about the DevOps industry and the Jenkins community into 4 action-packed days of content. This event offers keynotes. We've got technical breakout sessions, lots of hands-on workshops and training courses, and we've also got lots of opportunities for you to connect with your peers, with sponsors, and also get lots of swag in our expo hall. So as another reminder, if you haven't heard it enough already, we are headed to Moscone West this year. We are in San Francisco again, as we have been for the past couple of years, but we are graduating to Moscone West. So we're excited to bring all of you to a huge space with lots of great stuff packed inside. And again, this event is taking place August 12th through 15th, so only about 4 weeks away. To give you a look at what the week looks like, again, it runs Monday through Thursday. So the first day, day 0, we'll call it, is really pre-conference event. So this day is really focused on our training courses. These are 8-hour courses that run all day. And then we've also got the Continuous Delivery Foundation Contributor Summit taking place, and Tracy will speak to that in a minute. Day 1 on Tuesday, or the first full day of the conference, is packed with workshops. We've also got more training courses happening that day. We'll really kick off the event with the opening keynote on Tuesday evening, followed by a welcome reception in the expo hall. Wednesday and Thursday are also packed with keynotes, with breakout sessions, time in the expo hall. We've got our really fun party on Wednesday evening. The theme this year is Superheroes Party 2. So we're celebrating everyday superheroes in organizations like yours and people like you. So make sure you pack your favorite superhero costume for the party. So that'll be a really fun time. We're looking forward to that. Again, Thursday, keynotes, breakout sessions, and then we'll close with a keynote by James Governor and a chance to win tons of really awesome raffle prizes if you attend that keynote. So I'll turn it over to Tracy now to talk a little bit more about the CDF Contributor Summit.
Thanks, Lauren. Hi, everybody. I'm Tracy Miranda. I'm Director of Open Source Community at CloudBees. And yeah, I'm really excited to share with you our plans for day 0 with the CDF Contributor Summit. So those of you who have attended a DevOps World, Jenkins World before would probably be familiar with the Jenkins Contributor Summit, which happens before the conference. This year, with the foundation of the Continuous Delivery Foundation as the new home of Jenkins, thought we would follow on that theme and make the summit open to all the other projects. So in the spirit of open source collaboration and working together with other folks to see what kind of innovations come live, we've opened up the Contributor Summit to other projects. So this year we'll feature the Jenkins project, Jenkins X, and Tekton. And for contributors, we welcome anyone, not just code, people who contribute docs or get involved with the projects are more than welcome to come along. We'll be having lots of discussions along common themes of interoperability between projects, as well as each project will have its own space as well to kind of drive forward the future direction. So this will be really exciting because traditionally it's where we've got a lot of the folks together who sort of set the tone for the next year of the project. So if you are in the area, it's August 12th. Please do join. And if you could check out the agenda, you'll be able to see links for where you can sign up for that.
Great. Thanks, Tracy. So next up, we're going to talk a little bit about training courses and workshops. Training courses are taking place on both Monday and Tuesday during the conference. These are our 8-hour courses, so these run all day. We've got topics covering Jenkins, some cloud-based products, Jenkins X, and then we've also got our continuous learning sponsor, the DevOps Institute, offering 2 certification courses as well. Workshops are our shorter courses that are all taking place on Tuesday. So these are 2- and 4-hour workshop sessions that you can add to your conference pass. The fee varies based on the length of the workshop or who's offering it. So we've got workshops being presented by CloudBees, by Google, by Sonatype, by VMware, some of our top sponsors. And then we've also got a couple of workshops from CDF organizations as well. So this list is continuing to grow. We've got even more content coming. So these are all available in registration. So as you're registering for the conference, you can add any of these workshops or training courses to your pass. All right, and Victor's going to talk a little bit about the course that he's running on site, so I'll turn it over to him to do that now.
Oh, thank you, Lauren. So it's very exciting for me. I do workshops, I think, for the last couple of Jenkins World, but this one is, I'm more excited than ever because so many things changed, and Jenkins X is truly, it's completely new code. It's a completely new way of thinking, and I think it's going to be very exciting to try to correlate what we were doing with Jenkins for the last 15 years, and then something boof comes out of the thin air, out of nothing, and we call it Jenkins X. So it will be a lot of 8 hours, I believe, of workshop, very focused on Kubernetes, focused on serverless, and focused on how do we do things in a very cloud native way with a completely new product, which, as you already know, is called Jenkins X. So forget everything you know and be prepared for a really different type of things compared to what you're used to probably.
Sounds great. So if you want to be surprised and try something totally new, sounds like Victor's class is the one that you want to head to. So again, you all can add this course or any of the workshops and training courses being offered during the registration process. You'll see an option to add on these courses, and you'll be able to just complete that as part of the registration process. All right, so moving on, we've got a ton of keynote speakers this year. We're really excited to have a packed stage with lots of great perspectives coming from tons of different organizations. So Sacha mentioned who's speaking, but this is just a quick rundown of who we've got confirmed at this point. And again, this list continues to grow as well. So we've got lots of people joining us on the main stage this year between our 4 keynote sessions. So we've got Tuesday evening to get the conference kicked off, which is new this year. And then we'll have a keynote on Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, and then again, the closing keynote with James Governor on Thursday afternoon. Breakout sessions is really the bulk of the content that's available on site. We've got tons of breakout sessions planned this year and more coming each day, which is becoming a theme. You can see the breakout sessions on our conference website. So we've got them organized by topic, by persona, lots of great stuff this year. Again, over 125 of these sessions available to you throughout the day on Wednesday and Thursday. So highly recommend checking out the detailed agenda that's available on the event website and seeing what you're interested in attending. Just a quick note, seating for our breakout sessions is first come, first serve. So just take a look at the agenda before you get on site so you make sure you have a good plan of how you want to tackle the content and make sure you're getting into the sessions that you're most interested in. So just to reiterate the awesome lineup of sponsors we have on site. Sacha mentioned some of the top sponsors, but we've got tons of organizations represented that will be in our expo hall this year. So lots of great people you can connect with on site, learn more about things going on in the industry and the community and beyond. So just make note of these people and make sure you're stopping by and checking out what they've got in their booths. So getting there, you've heard about all this great stuff that's going on site, but you're probably wondering what it's going to cost you and how you should go about doing it. If you are still on the fence about attending, or maybe your manager's on the fence about you attending, we've got a couple of resources for you to use to help convince your boss to send you to the trip. So we've got a customizable template you can use linked on our website that helps outline topics that you'll learn about, organizations you can meet with, training and certification opportunities that are available to you by attending, and really just a breakdown of the full cost of the trip and where that will hit as far as total value goes. So if you need some resources to help justify your trip to San Francisco, we've got those available to you on our conference website. So check those out. Conference passes, this is the big one. So to access the event, you need a pass, obviously. We are in our regular pricing right now, which is $14.99 for a full conference pass. But because you're attending this webinar, you are in luck. You're receiving a really exclusive discount code that's offering you super early bird pricing, which has not been available since April. So lucky you. If you are registering now and use the code preview, you'll get your conference pass for $7.99, which is half off. Very exciting. So take note of that. We'll send it out after the webinar as well. But you'll go to the conference website to register. It'll prompt you to enter a discount code if you have it for preview in there, and you'll see a $7.99 rate come up, which is a super awesome deal. Also know, I mentioned this earlier, all the training courses and workshops are add-ons. You'll be able to add those to your pass for an additional fee in some cases during the registration process. Conference hotels, this is another big one just because it's pretty timely. So as you're registering, make sure you're booking your conference hotel to ensure you are getting the negotiated rates that we have as part of our blocks. So we've got 7 hotels available to you this year. These are all linked within the registration process. So when you do go to register, once you're confirmed, you'll see a link over to our hotel booking site. So it's all connected in one little process. You can knock it out all at one time, but just make sure you do so ASAP because our blocks are closing at the end of this week. So no time like the present. Jump in there now, and as you're registering, make sure you're booking your hotel too. All right, action-packed 14-15 minutes. I think at this time we want to go ahead and answer some of the questions that you might have. If you haven't submitted a question yet and you have one, feel free to do that and we will get to as many as we can.
All right, only a few right now, as Lauren just mentioned. Please continue to ask them as we go. Before we do the questions, I just want to point out that we did get one message. Greetings to Victor, from someone who attended his workshop at the We Are Devs Global Congress, We Are Devs Global Congress in Berlin this year.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you so much.
There's someone asking if the code works for the Lisbon event as well. Yes, it will, and of course it's a different price between the two conferences, but that will get you the super early bird pricing for Lisbon currently. Yes.
Yep. Good question.
And a few other people are asking about Lisbon. I got one question. It's not a little vague, so please, if you do have any more questions about Lisbon, you can ask at this time as well. So here's one. Are you offering free certification exams again this year?
Yes, we are. I think I had that somewhere on a slide and I totally breezed by it, so perfect. Every full conference registration, so if you register with that code preview, you'll get a certification exam voucher that you can either use on site at the conference. We have some slots available for you to complete your certification exam on site, or you can use it post-event as well. If you've got too much going on at the event and you want to take it afterwards at a testing center near you, you can do that too. So yeah, that's available to everyone that registers.
All right. Where can we, oh, I think I just got the same question. Here we go. Where can we find the conference agenda?
Yeah, so the conference agenda is an ever-changing and ever-growing site, but right now you can see the latest on the event website, so cloudbees.com/DevOps World. You'll click to the San Francisco page, and then there's a navigation item in the menu called Agenda, Event Agenda, and you'll see everything we've got confirmed as of this moment listed there. Again, keep in mind this is an ever-growing and changing list of content, so check back often for more updates. I know we're making changes actually right now to add some additional things to the agenda. So keep an eye on that as that continues to grow.
Let's expand on that one a little bit with this next question. Will the content and the structure be the same between San Francisco and Lisbon?
Yeah, so the Lisbon event we kind of think of as sort of like half the size of the San Francisco event, just because this is our second year in Europe doing a DevOps World, Jenkins World. So we scale it down just a little bit to make it a little bit more intimate. So we do offer the same breadth of content as far as topics that we're covering. There's a little bit fewer sessions, so we're a little bit closer to like the 75 breakout session mark versus the 125 in San Francisco. We do offer trainings and workshops in Lisbon as well, but they're all focused on one pre-conference day. So that will be Tuesday, December 3rd, and then the main conference will run December 4th and 5th.
All right. Here's one I'm going to handle. So some people are asking about looking to change their registrations to update or change the workshops that they've added. This is all possible. You can actually go to your confirmation email and modify your registration to add it yourself. Or if you're having any issues with that, you can reply right to it and it'll come directly to me. And I'll make sure that you get into whichever the workshop you're trying to get into, and we'll get it all handled.
Yeah, so if you or coworkers have registered early and you're still joining this webinar, thanks. But also you can still make changes to that registration and add things that have been added since you registered. If you were an early bird or a super early bird, you can still access those things.
All right. How would you suggest pitching this to a manager when transatlantic travel is needed?
So if you're located in Europe, I'd recommend pitching the Lisbon event to your manager. I think that's a little bit easier. But I think otherwise, I mean, timing-wise, it may not work out for you to attend the Lisbon event. I think the value of the event is still there, even though it's requiring a little bit more travel. Since it is a little bit longer too, you're getting more out of your trip over. So I would recommend adding things like workshops or even training courses to your agenda to just kind of expand on the things that you'll have access to and be able to take away from the conference. We are offering more training courses and workshops in San Francisco than Lisbon, so there's a little bit more content to choose from, and we've got an additional day available. So I think if you're interested in attending a San Francisco event and Lisbon maybe isn't an option for you, I would just really focus on the content that's available there and the additional people that will be on site. With a little bit larger of an event, you'll have access to more people and more topics.
All right. We've also been asked to repeat the discount code. So that code is the word preview, all in caps.
Preview. Yeah, there it is. Right. I'll leave it on this slide so everyone here can open up a second tab and go ahead and register while we're all on the phone together.
Yes. A few other questions that are a bit case by case. I like to handle them one-on-one. We might be nearing the end of the ones coming in. If you do think of more as we go, please, feel free to reply to the confirmation from this webinar, and it comes right to me. As I type out an answer to some of these, Lauren, is there anything you want to say as a send-off in case we don't get any more in the meantime?
No, we're just really glad everyone was able to join today. Hopefully this was helpful information for you. If you've not attended the event before, we're excited to hopefully have you on site. Again, like Max said, if you have questions, you can reach out to us at events@cloudbees.com and we will point you in the right direction and make sure you've got what you need on the code front, on the registration info and hotel front. We're here to help, so we want to see you on site in a couple weeks, so let us know what you need.
All right, and then one more before we go. I think this is a good one. Is it correct that the conference includes breakfast and lunch on Wednesday and Thursday?
That is correct, yes.
All right.
And even reception style food on Wednesday in the party too. So added bonus.
Great. Thank you, everyone. If you do have more questions, please just reply to the confirmation from this webinar. It comes right to me. And in the meantime, we'll be talking to you all again real soon. Thanks for joining.